Hi everyone, my name is Gayani. Thank you for joining me. Welcome to Invent Your Mind. If you have joined me for the first time, welcome. If you're joining, I have seen my videos before, welcome. I am an intellectual property and business law attorney. That means I do trademarks, copyright, patent, due diligence, licensing, also formation of companies like LLCs, corporations, benefit corps, all of those. And I work with startups and entrepreneurs and small businesses. I thought because I do a lot of networking and I have done a lot of networking, I was a scientist before I came to law. I used to do organized networking events. And so it's something I have done for the long part of my life, I think. And I thought I will share a couple of tips for virtual networking. I see some of the things that our people are doing, and I think it's may not be intentional. They may not be thinking about it, but how that the impression changes what you do on a virtual setting. So there are 3 tips I'm going to share for virtual networking that's going on for business development purposes. So anybody who is trying to do virtual networking. So one thing is to make sure that if you're going into a virtual networking setting, you know, set your camera up correctly so you're facing the light, because you don't want to be in a dark, like your light is behind you and you're in like the shadow while you attend this meeting, because that's just distractful and it's literally not putting you on the right light. So just set if you want to be close to a window, make sure you're facing the window. Window is not on the side of you or behind you. So yeah, and the second thing I would say is that if you are on camera, if you're attending a networking event, and if you're like a service provider, professional, whoever you are, if you're like doing things that are distracting while you're on camera, that is going to get captured. So I've been to a couple of events where I've seen people who are like it's B2B networking and people are eating in front of it. I get it. This is such a hard time. So we are in one of those situations where we have tons of meetings and sometimes not even time to take a break to eat. But if you are like eating or snacking while you're on camera, and if it's like a new group you're trying to connect with, that may not be the best light just because it's distracting again. So I think turn off the camera, say hello to everybody, and then come back on when you're ready. But unless it's some group of people that you really know well, I actually recommend don't do something like that on camera, because it doesn't, it may put you in a light like you are not there. There is implicit bias still you want to think about. The act of doing those kind of things make you appear as you are cluttered, you're not being professional, all these things. So just want to keep that in mind. And then the other thing, the last tip I would share is when you are on camera, have, if you are going to an event, introduce you, when you get the opportunity to introduce yourself, make sure that you practice like a 30-second elevator pitch of what you're trying to get across. Because don't go into it and say, oh, well, I just thought I will just drop in and see what this is about, because then you're kind of lost a chance to connect with that group. Because yes, you're there because you're curious, but you could also introduce yourself and say, I dropped in to curious about your organization because this is what I do. And so that way you're giving them a connection, and you're connecting to, you're telling them what you do. So those are 3 virtual networking tips for anybody who's trying to do business development or connections through in a Zoom or any other video setting. I have written a LinkedIn article that is under my name about setting up your camera, setting up how to appear for like pitch competitions. So you may want to take a look at that. There's more tips on there. And thank you for joining me. And if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. I know a lot of people don't tend to subscribe, but subscribing helps to get information out. So that's the only reason I asked. And see you next time. Thank you. Bye.